There are three aspects which shape the upbringing or the value system or the personality of a child.
Yeah.
One is the gene, right? What you're born with, the gene of that, what is the lineage that you have. Second is the exposure that you are being brought up in. Third is that your ability to filter and assimilate what you have been exposed to.
Every child is different. In the same family, two children are different. So a mother should apply different strategy to one child and another different strategy to another child.
I think there are three aspects which shape the upbringing or the value system or the personality of a child.
Yeah.
One is the gene, right? What you're born with, the gene of that, what is the lineage that you have. Second is the exposure that you are being brought up in, which is what you say, family exposure that you're being. And from there, the kind of colleges that you go, the kind of society that you say, that's the exposure. That's the second factor. And the third factor is possibly what would explain why two brothers from the same family, from the same educational institute would have a completely different mindset.
Of course.
The third is that your ability to filter and assimilate what you have been exposed to, right? In your time, in our time, as I said, the first one, gene, and the second one, which is the exposure in which we were brought up, the weightage of that was far higher because any exposure that we got were from our parents, from our family, from the locality, or at the most from the school. But in today's time, the exposure that the kids are getting are from all over the world. So it is today, if you bring a kid from UK, US, Germany, and India, in 5 minutes, he'll say that they're seamlessly bonding. So it's a different era compared to that. While with all humility, I agree what you're saying, but I think we are in a changing time where we need to look at things in a little different way.
So in that, I do agree. But in that case, the parenting is much more difficult.
Much more
responsible now.
Much more difficult.
It is not that children will grow up somehow. No. So the mother or the father or both have to spend a lot more time with the children and not giving them great gifts immediately. I rather spend more time with my child trying to understand what are his difficulties or her difficulties, because they are in peer pressure today.
Exactly, that they say the love from parents are defined as time, that how much time you give to your. But again, if you are participating in nation building, let's say the leaders, I'll come to that.
Yeah, one of them has to step down.
One of them has to.
Because I used to always tell children, look, you have difficulties. Tell me what are your difficulties. I may not be able to understand your difficulties. Because many times we will not understand.
These days they would have Googled the difficulty and would have come and tell you that what's your difficulty.
You can Google, but every child is different. In the same family, two children are different. So a mother should apply different strategy to one child and another different strategy to another child. So mother is much more managerial work, much more psychologist work, much more friendship work she has to do. So one child or both children, I used to say, in a different way. So what are their difficulties? I will always ask them. Is there any way I can help them? Then give them assurance, don't worry. I never insisted my children, they should get a first rank. Oh, somebody has scored 99, you should score 100. No. I said, beta, you work hard. Okay, your level best. And, you should be better than what you were last semester. And never ever compare your marks with anybody.
Who else can give a better parenting lesson than you do, ma'am?
I never compare. I don't want my children. If you are beautiful, there is any more beautiful person is there. If
no
you are
comparison,
rich,
yes. Do your best and be honest to you.
There. So you are a flower of the God. You have your own plus, your own minus. Whatever plus you have, keep it with you. Whatever minus we have, try to reduce it. I will help you out. Suppose you get less marks in the examination, it doesn't matter. As long as you are working hard, you are in the right path, even though you get less marks, it is acceptable to me. And I took it, I got a first rank, my children should get a first rank. I never had that.
But life has also it changed a lot today. In our time also.
So you have to sit a lot more time with your children now than before.
But the time is the most critical
But whatever time you get, Saturday, Sunday, don't go out. Sit with the children, go out with them, talk to them, make them to understand in case they fail anywhere, there are always parents to accept
So,
it.
you know, that way you always have to have one Narayana Murthy and one Sudha Murty. I just hope that we would also have examples where the Kulkarni does the hard work outside and earns livelihood and realizes dream. And sometimes the Murtys are also supporting the Kulkarnis. I personally feel that when that happens, it is far more meritocracy at play.
Duologue with Barun Das featuring N.R. Narayana Murthy and Sudha Murty. Streaming on the world's first news OTT, News9 Plus. Download now.